What's poppin', you guys? We are back. That's right, we are back with some more visual novels. A continuation, if you will. Oh my god, Kasal and Ulu, thank you, thank you. Good, thank you. Calling me good is so nice. Thank you for calling me good. I've been streaking for a week now. Damn, Kasal, you're like breaking records. Okay, I see you. I see you. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you for making it to the stream. I really do appreciate it. I never really have a streaming schedule, so for you to actually make it for like a week straight is crazy. Crazy. You should get a medal for that. You guys should get a medal for that. For even being able to come in, say hi, and even notice that I'm streaming. So thank you so much for that. Oh, it's nicer than Shifu and 老师. It's just so funny how you keep changing that. Me. Keep changing okay. The spelling of that is. I guess I have to stop and tease you instead. Nobody has to be bullied here, okay? We're gonna be nice to each other. A medal, you say? Yes, indeed, indeed, and you get your favorite cookie baked fresh, just for you, for making that, and a medal. Of course, we got 2 in 1. So, you deserve that. Thank you for that. Yo. What is your favorite cookie, guys? What is your favorite cookie? While we talk about cookie, this game has a lot of good cookies, if you know what I'm saying. I mean, there are, so far, amazing 2D characters, right? And we haven't even gotten, like, through half of the game yet. Like, I don't know how far this demo goes, but we have to try out both characters, Cersei and Dante. Yesterday, we did Cersei's. We didn't really finish her demo route, at least. So we have to finish her demo route, and hopefully we can get into Dante's demo route afterwards to see, what everything's all about. Yeah. But it's an urge when seeing cute things to do it. I'm sure you feel the same when watching Bean. Actually, Twin is an alpha. Twin is not just cute. Twin has this aura about her, and you don't want to mess with her, because she'll mess with you if you dare to mess with her. So I'm not gonna bully Twin, because I love Twin way too much, and I feel like I'm gonna get my ass beaten. Yup, by Twin if I try to do something, because I'm not about to make Twin mad at me at all. I cannot bully her whatsoever. Twin is too strong for me. I'll say that. Twin's Riz will literally keep you down and grounded. Yeah, the cookies with chocolate and Smarties in the middle. The cookies with chocolate and Smarties in the middle. Yummy. Ooh, kind of like the M&M cookies with Smarties, right? Smarties are I think their coating is a little bit more thicker, and then they're like slightly more thinner than an M&M, I believe. Bean, Alpha, Choco. Maybe you're just so bullyable you don't have the instincts. No, trust me. Trust me. It's not that I'm bullyable. There's no way I'm bullyable. Hello? Hello? You can't bully me. You cannot bully me. That's a fact. Smarties are a small M&M. Oh, they're smaller M&M. Oh, like the baby M&Ms. Yes, they're the chocolate ones. Yes. Ooh, how cute. Okay. I love a good chocolate chip cookie. But back in high school, I used to have a bestie that makes the best snickerdoodle cookie ever. And when I say the best, literally every time she makes it, I will have to ask her if she could give me one or two. Like, literally, her snickerdoodle cookies are probably the best. I've never tried other snickerdoodle cookies as good as hers. I don't think I've tried so many snickerdoodle cookies around, and I don't think it matches up to her recipe. So yeah, my favorite cookie is probably my bestie's snickerdoodle back in high school. And I haven't had that cookie in a long time. I didn't get to see my bestie anymore, but it was back in high school. So good times, good times. Anyways, we are going to be playing the continuation of Burn the Midnight Owl. Almost said owl again. Burn the Midnight Oil. And the continuation of Circe's route for the demo. That is. I see. Many moons ago. Indeed, many moons ago. Many. Alright, let's get this party started. You really want to burn these owls? I don't know. Something about, like, midnight and owls. I don't know why I put those two together when I saw the O, but here we are, right? Alright, let's load this game up. And I will be sneezing in advance, because it's getting warm. So if I have to pause and sneeze, I do apologize. Let us continue this wonderful visual novel and this mood we're setting up. Whoa! It had taken a while to get here, of course, when they first met. Edgar was so angry with the world, he took everything as an insult. He's gonna hide the sneezes from us. No, I'm not gonna hide the sneeze. That's fine. I don't have to hide it. I can sneeze. I can sneeze openly. Like, there's nothing wrong with sneezing. He's mellowed out over the years. Gotten better at reserving his anger for when it's actually needed. Most of the time. I should let our client know that we didn't get the fangling. Hello, Jeannie. Welcome in, Jeannie. Welcome in. Just in time. Oh, thank you for the stretch. Of course. And the hydrate, yes. Because today will be a lot of reading. Today will be a lot of voice acting. I hope my voice will be okay by the end of this. But I should be fine. I sound a little tired. Because I am kind of tired. I was debating if I should take a nap right now or should I stream. And then I was thinking about it and I was like, you know what? I really don't want to waste the whole day's time just to take a nap. So then I decided to stream now instead of later. So that when it's, you know, around dinner time, it makes sense for me to end the stream there because it's dinner time. So be here. Seth must die tonight, or else no reward. With Seth in the SSF's custody, there's no way they can get to him before the sun's up. Fair, right? And you know my track record when it comes to, delaying dinner when I stream. So, I just realized. We'll have to return the deposit, won't we? It's the right thing to do. Can we afford to do that? Per your request, we've taken fewer jobs as of late, so we're stretched even thinner than usual. If we want to feel more secure about leaving the lights on, you could take a few more cases. Or spend less on clothes. Why would I do either of those things when you're always working so hard to make sure we're a month ahead on rent? I've only got so much hair, Circe. And I've only got so many dresses. Edgar, sigh. Thought you might say that. I'll just take it out on my own pay then. This poor man. Poor man looks so overworked. So overworked. She nods, pleased with his quick thinking. Anyway, that can all wait till tomorrow. Let's go to the Golden Cat and celebrate our 20th. 20th of meeting each other, and that is so sweet, but what is the Golden Cat? A pub frequented by supernaturals. Its name is based on the original owner's cat. Both Cersei and Dante frequent the Golden Cat after work. Oh, cute. Alright. You don't need to use our anniversary as an excuse. We go there every night. But tonight will be special. Drinks on me. Well, technically, it's our rapidly depleting business funds that would be paying, but the sentiment stands. You sure know how to spoil that. So, that's a yes. Hey, 10 stream streak, let's go, Ginny! Hell yeah. You get a cookie too, and a medal. Yes, yes. Alright, let me fetch my coat. Why do I feel like I'm forgetting something important? Knock, knock, knock. Open up. They share a knowing look. I only know one person who talks like that. You take it. But I always answer the door. Only because you're so good at it. Edgar puts out his cig and walks over to the door, opening it to reveal Mrs. Harris. Oh, it's the lady. Edgar, Cersei, thank goodness you're still here. Mrs. Harris, their next-door neighbor, rushes inside. She's a kind old woman who thankfully never complains about the suspicious people going in and out of Thorne investigations at all hours. Helps that her eyesight isn't what it used to be. Same goes for her hearing, actually. Oh, I'm so sorry to bother you. I know how busy you are doing your detective work, saving the day and all that, but I can't find my baby anywhere. Her baby being her cat, Ellie. I feel awful bringing this to you at this hour, but would you mind having a look at for her? I couldn't sleep knowing she's somewhere out there cold and alone and lost. Shivering to death, my poor baby. Her wailing's loud enough to wake up the entire building. Edgar starts to sweat. Edgar doesn't look like he's in the mood to go on a cat hunt. Luckily for them, or luckily for him, they won't have to. Good news. We already found her. Her bawling immediately stops. You did? Yes. She's upstairs. She is? Edgar guides Mrs. Harris to the sofa. She sinks into it with relief. Hey, Jams, welcome in. Who is the diva on the left? Woo, let me tell you, Jams. Her name is Cersei, and she's a vampire. She works at a detective agency, and she is so fine. Oh my god. So fine. This is the game Burn the Midnight Oil demo that we're playing right now. And you see her, right? So there's two characters we can play as. We could play as Cersei, or we could play as Dante. Right now, I'm on the Cersei route for this demo, but after this one, hopefully we can go into Dante's route for a little bit for this demo. Swooning right now, for real. You know it, Jams. She is so gorgeous, though. Her bailing immediately stops, yeah. Oh, did I say her bawling? No, I said her bailing. Her wailing. No, not even bailing. Her wailing. Her bawling immediately stops, yes. She stopped dribbling her ball. Yeah, that's my wife, Cersei. Apparently, Cersei is his wife now. Ooh, just the color palette and the corset top. I know, Jams, you missed it yesterday. But she was in her undergarments yesterday, and she looked so fine. Let me save this. Let me see if we could actually even look at it. I wonder... I wonder if we could see like CG scenes, extras. Oh. No, we can't see the art. No, I was hoping we could see the art. No. Can't say I blame her. She had the corset off. Yup, she had like, she was in her undergarments. Like, she looks so fine. This is what I get for working all day yesterday. No, working is very important. You gotta make that bread. You got bills to pay. Maybe you'll see her later on, when she gets home and when she undresses. You'll see probably. I believe this is not gonna be like the only time she's gonna do it. I feel like she's gonna do it again. So, be employed. At what cost? It's okay, Jams. Right now the demo is out, so you can try it out yourself. You can play as her yourself. And she is such a charming lady. Like, I kid you not. She flirts so well, and she's so smart, and she's gorgeous, and she has this other vampire guy kind of into her, and the other vampire guy is like obviously very, very older than her when it comes to vampire age, because he's like, you know, way back as in the medieval times as like an aristocrat or some stuff. So quite interesting. Never work. No. Cersei is just an icon. She is such an icon. Like, and she works as a private investigator with her human partner. They are not together, they just work together. But Edgar here looks cute. I mean, we love our overworked men, right? Like, he's 30 years old. He looks pretty fine to me. He's just a little overworked, you know. We love overworked men. Just like Nanami, Higurama, you know what I mean? Like, it's one of those. Okay. Anyways, it's not that hard to find someone who's hiding inside your own home. Cersei retrieves Ellie from upstairs, hesitantly returning her to her owner. Edgar watches the exchange with amusement. He's been nagging for ages that she should just stroll down to the shelter and pick up a cat of her own. Sadly, I lack the confidence to keep something living alive. Oh, thank you. Mrs. Harris hugs the cat to her chest. Ellie lets out a not-so-pleased meow. You saved my baby again. How can I ever repay you two? It's nothing. We're glad to help you anytime, free of charge. Nonsense. I'll bake you biscuits and bring them over tomorrow. Okay, thank you. Thank you, kind woman. Knowing she wouldn't even be able to eat them, and no good could come from having Mrs. Harris lurking around unless necessary, Cersei tries to tell her. There's really no need. We've loved that. Thank you so much. Seriously? Edgar looks offended. I'm always serious about dessert. Let this man have his dessert. Very good, Mr. Thorne. It is important for growing boys to eat plenty. Good joke. The only thing Edgar is growing is a pitiful beard. Edgar rubs his jaws. And for that, you need plenty of calories. Sure. Cersei gently gets Mrs. Harris up and out of her chair and guides her to the door. Whole way there, Mrs. Harris rambles about what she's going to bake tomorrow. Cersei almost has to shove her out the door. When it's finally shut behind her, Cersei turns to glare at Edgar. What? It would be foolish of me to turn away free food. Anyway, with Mrs. Harris gone, there's only one thing left to do. Drinks. Ah yeah, we're going to the pub. The Golden Cat is almost the polar opposite of Elysium. All supernaturals and even a few humans who are in the know come here. As long as you keep your fangs, claws, wands, whatever you got to yourself, you're welcome to pop in for a drink. Oh my gosh, she's gorgeous, goddamn. Entering the pub, Cersei's eyes immediately hone in on one guest in particular. Oh look, it's your little friend. Oh, hello, sir. Raoul? Raoul, is that his name? Raoul? Dante's partner officer and one of the few humans in the SCD. He looks better now that he isn't wearing his British clothes. He is British. Thanks to his family's connection and knowledge, Raoul gets glimpses into the world of supernaturals very early, and his fascination with it has only grown, ultimately resulting in him joining the SCD. Okay. Cool. So they mentioned Dante in here. So Dante is the other character we could play. Another route. Raoul, a local cop with muscles that aren't just for show, he's seated near the bar, nursing a bear in one hand. Don't call him that. The way you phrase it makes it sound indecent. But he is your friend. Last I checked, your only friend. I have other friends. There's Richard, back in my hometown, though I haven't spoken to Brat in some time, or even thought about him in a while. And, there's you. We're friends, aren't we? Oh my god, he's blushing. Why is he blushing? What's he blushing? I think y'all are more than friends now. But, like, okay. Oh, of course. Embarrassed by how much his words mean to her, Cersei's quick to change the subject. Thankfully, Edgar doesn't seem to mind, looking more than a little flustered himself. By the way, Raoul's like gay, right? What makes you say that? I can spot a gay from a mile away. He's never responded to any of my flirting. I don't know how to phonetically spell it out. Rhymes with Raoul. Raoul? Raoul? Oh, I've been calling him Raoul this whole time. Growl. Okay, Raoul? Raoul. I think that works out. Thank you, because I don't know how to say names correctly. Perhaps he's just not into you. Yeah, there it is. It's French. Oh, look at you, Ulu. Okay. Raoul. Okay, got it. No, he's... Is he gay or European? I just... Okay. Sorry, I try to drink water. It reminds me of the song. Oh no. Maybe both according to... perhaps? But thank you for that advice, because I would have never known. Song? Yeah. You gay or European? You know? That became a meme a while back. Anyways, if you look it up, you'll see what Oh, you might be a little bit... Yep, you are definitely younger than me, that's for sure. Don't worry about it if you don't know about it. She only flirts with Raoul to mess with Edgar, but it still surprises her Edgar hasn't noticed his friends not into women. Is he really so obvious? Or is Raoul just that private? Maybe it's easy for her to tell because she also enjoys the company of her own sex. Wait, you've been flirting with him? I can't say any Chinese name or word besides quite low, so don't feel bad knowing. Raoul. I didn't know about that. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool knowledge. Thank you for that. That's what he was mulling over? Oh my god, he's like suddenly angry, like, you've been flirting with him this whole time? They walk up to Raoul. Edgar greets him first. Of course, he greets him first. Evening, Raoul. Raoul, Did you get off work early today? Edgar and Raoul have an interesting friendship, if you can call it that. They meet up every few weeks, but it's never a planned thing. They'll just sit next to each other and chat over a few drinks, bonding over being humans in a world of supernaturals, whatever. Oh, hello, Edgar. Unfortunately, I'm technically still on the clock. Good to see you as well, Cersei. Have you been well? Raoul nods to Cersei, acknowledging her too. He's smiling, but she can't tell if it's out of politeness or if he's genuinely happy to see them. Sure, but what about you? Are you here on official business? Anything we should look out for? Well, she takes a look around. Where's your pup, by the way? Rare to see you without him. The pup is Dante, isn't it? Are they, him and Dante, like... Barely a moment after he's mentioned, Cersei watches Dante, Raoul's police partner, step inside the bar. Ah, there he is. There he is. That's Dante. Speak of the devil. Or werewolf, I guess, if we're being technical. Dante looks a little out of sorts, hair sticking up even more than usual. He notices them immediately, but doesn't even spare them as much as a grunt of acknowledgement. Rubbing his arm, he instead stops at the other side of the bar to order a beer. I've always thought of him as a loose cannon, waiting to burst, but he looks especially on edge tonight. Something's rattled him. Then again, Dante's never behaved the way you would expect an officer to. Perhaps that's why I mind him less. Is he avoiding us? I think he can hear you. Yes, that was the point. She raises her voice. Perfect timing, Dante. We were just talking about you. What? No, we weren't. You do realize that when you say it like that, you only sound more suspicious. Cersei. Girl. Raoul rests his chin on his palm, watching the scene with a little too much amusement for her. For some reason, Dante seriously freaks Edgar out. Now, this shouldn't be surprising because Edgar's been easily scared as long as Cersei's known him. However, he's especially intimidated by Dante. To his defense, Dante does look like he'll punch your lights out if you look at him the wrong way. On the wrong day. Oh my god, look at him. He has a crop showing his belly button. Okay. Oh, Edgar. I heard Edgar's. Edgar. He has a chain. He has a... Okay. Well, he does look fine, though. But you have to be pretty stupid to try something on Eddie while I'm around. In the meantime, Dante has picked up his beer and walked over. He offers a nonchalant wave to with his free hand, which is probably as good of a greeting as they'll get from them. From him. Did you forget to brush your hair this morning? Or did you run into trouble on your way here? If anyone's picking on you, you can always let me know. I don't like animal abuse. Just ran into Abra. Seen him recently? Being reminded of Abra's existence again sets a frown on her face. Not really. When Dante smirks, Cersei knows he's gotten exactly what he wanted by bringing up Abra. I heard he and his agents were snooping around that museum that exploded, interviewing potential witnesses. A museum? An explosion? Could that be related to why Abra needed Seth? Guess they'll be wandering all around the city till that's sorted, keeping an eye on things. If you haven't run into him yet, sure you will. A lot. His smugness shifts to curiosity. Heard anything about that, though? Not sure what you're asking me for. I haven't got a clue what they're up to.
And speaking from experience, it's best if it stays that way. Actually, why do you even care? Aren't the SSF and the police supposed to stay out of each other's business as much as they can? Unless it's related to whatever the two of you are working on. Ral wouldn't tell us anything, but maybe you will.
You didn't give me the chance to say anything.
As if you would have told me the truth if I did.
She could have forced him to. If she really wanted to, she could use compulsion on either of them right now, and there wouldn't be much they could do about it.
Dante's trickier, because he's about as stubborn as one gets, but Rao's only human.
She wouldn't, though. Not because she's squeamish about compelling either of them. She's just not curious enough. Still, if Dante will tell her anything, she'll take it.
Well,
since you asked so nicely.
No. You suck.
I don't. That's your job. Oh! Oh my god, they're bickering. Oh my god. Edgar, itching to get away from Dante, interrupts. Okay, well, you two look busy and we're in desperate need of a drink. We'll leave you to it.
But...
Come on, Cersei. You've bothered them enough for tonight.
How dare you? I'm perfectly lovely and pleasant to be around.
Raoul waves to Edgar. Good to see you, Edgar.
Yeah, cheers.
Edgar takes her arm and she begrudgingly lets him pull her to another corner of the bar. They nab their usual seats close to the bartender when they drink. They drink a lot, so it's good to have easy access.
In order to maintain some level of dignity, we've agreed to never discuss exactly how much of our income goes to the Golden Cat.
The bartender is swift. In a minute, they have their usuals in front of them. Some cocktail for Edgar and a totally not conspicuous glass of red wine for Cersei.
So, when are we going to address the elephant in the room?
Edgar sips his cocktail, raising a single brow at Cersei.
I'm talking about your addiction to sugar. Should be criminal to even call that a drink. It's about 1% alcohol and 109% sugar.
Not quite sure those numbers add up. Besides, what right do you have to judge anyone's choice of drink when you order the same thing every night?
Why waste money on alcohol when it just spoils the taste of what I really want?
I thought alcohol enhanced the taste of blood. Actually, I can't believe I've never asked you that before. She knows exactly why he hasn't asked. With each year that passes, Edgar grows more determined to avoid acknowledging what she really is.
Depends on the vamp, but nothing will ever be drinking it fresh from the tap.
And have you start doing that again? She doesn't miss the regret in his eyes before he averts them. Still, she can't help the irritation she feels at what he's insinuating.
Not since I ended things with Lazarus. You know that.
Right.
But you think that's a lie?
I didn't say that.
Even if we're doing it, I'm not like that Fangling I met tonight. I have self-control. I'm fully capable of making my own decisions. I don't drink from people who don't want me to. And I certainly don't drain people. So you can stop looking at me like I bit your pasty ass.
Ooh, okay. Damn. Edgar's face falls in his hands, but his trembling shoulders do a little to conceal his laughter.
It's not funny. I'm annoyed with you.
I know. Sorry.
Sorry? I'm annoyed. Sorry you said it in the first place? Both?
She's grinning now, too.
Then why the laughter?
Why do you have to call me pasty? You know I've been trying really hard to build a tan.
You should give up on that. You're only adding to that constellation of freckles on your face.
Thought you liked my freckles.
I said that? Well, I must have been lying, since I'm apparently lying about everything these days. He grimaces. Seems he thought she was going to let that one get swept under the rug. I'm sorry, Cersei. I didn't mean to accuse you. I know you're not like that. I know you wouldn't. It's just hard to forget the shit I've seen, the things I know you're capable of if you weren't held back by your own morals. It always comes back to this, huh? Edgar, who only likes the Cersei who stands okay, that's just okay. Stands up against her own kind and looks out for the weak. Not the Cersei who lures strangers into her bed and sucks their blood. I don't know how to tell him that I'm both. So I don't. Nothing's holding me back. You make it sound like I'm forced to do this, but I chose to. It's not an easy choice. She's been like that fangling. She's been worse. And it was fun. The horror of being dragged to her bed and then forgetting the next day. But she doesn't want to know how Edgar will look at her if she confesses that to him. I think that's fair. I understand. Except he doesn't. Yep. Therein lies the problem. Edgar clears his throat and puts a smile that trembles at the corners. Hey, thank you for the hydrate, Ginny. Thank you. We're here to celebrate. We should talk about happier things, shouldn't we? Courtesy of decades of practice, the smile she puts on herself is a lot more convincing. Right. The lines in this game? Oh! You want me to Valley Girl? I got you. Hold on, I need a Valley Girl for 5 minutes. I need to set a timer real quick. Oh my god. Okay. 5 minutes. Ooh. Okay. Valley Girl the whole thing, huh? Okay. Right? Like your girly choice of drink. We're still on that? Hey, aside from the increased risk of diabetes, I find it cute that you have a sweet tooth. At 42 years old, being described as cute is no longer very flattering. But, shh, wait a second. He presses a finger to his lips, then motions to the radio playing on the counter. The news is on. Local authorities have stated a gas leak, causing an explosion at Beaumont Museum last night. Beaumont Museum? That's where Dante said the SSF were digging around, right? The museum's doors will remain closed to the public till repairs in the private wing are complete. Edgar is so cute at 42. Edgar is 30 right now, I think. Wait, is he 30? Yeah, he's 30. He's 30. Damn, Cersei really is fine. Like I said, man. Cersei is so fun. Twink death is an illusion, and so is Vince. Blah, blah, blah. Among other news, the body of a 23-year-old Jen Stewart was found last night earlier this month. Miss Stewart was reported missing. My god, has human news always been this boring? It's always the same thing. Someone was robbed, someone was murdered, someone was kidnapped. At least there's an explosion involved this time, but what's the aftermath? The next day, there's something else. Not anything worse, but nothing better either. You don't have to listen to the news to know how terrible the world can be. Just step outside. Ever been? Edgar and Cersei look up at the bartender. What, to Beaumont Museum? It's owned by one of the greatest wizards of our time. Renaud Beaumont. Never heard of him. What makes him so great? Many things, for starters. Cersei doesn't bother to listen, focused on twirling her drink around in her glass, but Edgar nods along, genuinely interested for whatever reason. Anyway, he has to be ancient now. He retired from the public eye decades ago. Even if he's still alive, it wouldn't surprise me if he didn't know what's happened to his family's museum. Maybe we should set it on fire again and make sure he gets the memo this time. You wouldn't actually, would you? Want to find out? You have an annoying habit of doing the opposite. It's hard to do of what I asked you, so no comment. The bartender leaves to serve another customer. Edgar starts patting his pockets. Bullocks! Can you imagine a Valley Girl? Bullocks! I'm all out. God. Don't hold yourself back on my account. The corner shops should still be open. Sure, you don't mind me leaving you alone? He's already climbed to his feet. I think I'll live, or at least not die. Again. I'll be back in no time. Oh, how much? Got 1 more minute. Oh, take me out of this. And he's gone. Sugar, coffee, steaks. Human sure has a lot of stupid vices. She stares down at her drink. None of mine are any better. She sips slowly, letting her eyes roam the room. And the turkey. There's turkey. She's not sure where the compulsion comes from. It's not as if she'll discover anything new. It's always the same old faces. No, wait. She is definitely new. Ooh, who are we looking at? Oh, hello, lady. You look mighty fine yourself. Cersei meets eyes with a woman at the far end of the pub. Beauty is no stranger to Cersei. Sees in many faces, many bodies, even a few hearts. But this woman isn't just beautiful. Ship him, yes. She's so pretty. Oh my god. She is the woman's smile. Oh, and there goes my timer. I don't have to do that no more. Thank you for redeeming a Valley Girl. That was fun. I realized I should clarify relationship ship. Yelling ship him at my two. Oh no, not like, well, the only thing I thought of was like the fandom shipping. That's all really it. Cersei feels compelled to return the smile. Ooh. I feel like she's challenging me. So I smile back. Cersei returns the smile, but looks back down at her drink just as quickly. Not looking to hook up with anyone tonight. Aw, you sure you don't want to hook up with her? Sure you don't want to do that? Ah. Hey, it's my Mija. Expand the polycule. Mija, welcome in. Oh, wait, why are the final credits not playing? Ooh, the music in here has gone a little crazy. Final credits, how come it's not playing? Oh, there it is. It's playing. Your jingle's working. I got it to work. Yay. We have another beautiful woman here. Oh. Okay. Uh-oh. It was just delayed. Okay. Although that's a bit presumptuous of her, maybe the woman was just being nice. Sumptuous. You came just in time. We got two beautiful women here, like, looking at each other. We'll see what happens. What a good day to be bisexual, indeed. Okay. Not really looking for nice, either. Wait.
Cersei's head snaps up, but the woman is already gone, nowhere to be seen. Only in her absence does Cersei realize that she couldn't detect what the woman was. Whoever or whatever that woman was, she means trouble. I want her. I want to speak to her. I want to speak to her. It makes no sense, but I want to see her again. I want to know her. I want her. Not her blood. Not her body. Not her heart. Are we playing as Cersei? Yes, it's a continuation. We're playing as Cersei. Cersei wants the mystery she offers. It's exactly what she's been looking for. Yeah, a mystery time-consuming enough to end the perpetual boredom eating away at her. Preoccupied by her thoughts, Cersei barely notices Edgar's return. He slips off his jacket, slides back into his seat, and gestures for another round of drinks from the bartender. A man, yes, this is a human that she decided to work with in a detective agency. So they're both private investigators. And this was the man that she met 20 years ago that challenged her and was like, hey, I'm not going to try to kill you. You're not going to try to kill me. So let's work together somehow. And then suddenly they worked together for like 20 years. Yeah, he is British. Yeah. What took you so long? Ran into some trouble. Don't be stingy with the details. What kind of trouble? He lights a cig, angling his body towards her. Their knees brush, but neither move away, used to the lack of personal space. Meow, what the hell? Well, so you see... no, never mind. Are you blushing? My god, you are! Not on purpose. Unfortunately, I don't think it's me having this effect on you, so it must be something else. Edgar twists and squirms in his seat. Or someone else. What the fuck is that word? Was asked out on a date. Oh, got it. I was like, what the fuck is that word? Was asked out on a date. He spits the word out so fast, Cersei would have missed them if not for her supernatural hearing. You're messing with me. So he said was asked out on a date, but he said it real fast. So it's like one long ass word. And I'm like, what the fuck is that word? I need a dictionary this real quick. Takes out my dictionary. I wish I was. It's just stressing me out. Wait, you said yes? What? Obviously I said no. Why would it be obvious? Was something wrong with her? The dictionary is right here. No, she was pretty and nice and smelled good. Too many details now. Sorry, I just thought she had a nice perfume. You'll like it, actually. You're only making it weirder. I said no because it would never have worked. She's human. As are you. But I don't live like one. Excuses. Think about it for a second. I run a supernatural detective agency. How do I explain that to someone outside this business? Well, you don't have to worry, Edgar, because the fact that she came into the pub means that she knows something about because there's a lot of supernaturals that frequent the pub. Not to mention how I'm up all night, asleep most of the day. No sane normal person would want to be with someone like me. Oh, come on. So what if she doesn't fit into your normal schedule?
You make time when you're in love. Love? God, I definitely don't have time for that. Now when there's clients to be managed and bills to be paid and you don't have to work all the time, Eddie. You could take off one night of drinking to get laid. No chance, no way, I won't say. No chance, no way, I won't say I'm in love. You sigh. Check the queen, you're in love. You awoken. You unwoken that song from me. You have woken. Oh my god, that song. I love Hercules. Yep. Shh. What if someone hears you? Indeed, me. Thank you for that. Oh, come on. You're a grown man. You can't possibly still be embarrassed by the word sex. I'm not, but we're in public. Thank you for the stretch. Thank you. Stretching. Okay. We're back. Oof, okay. Okay, Cersei. Sex. Someone used up the hydrate. Yes, yes. Jeannie and everyone else made sure that I was really hydrated because I was reading a lot. Jesus Christ. Reading, mating, copulating, fornicating, and what is it you Brits say? Shagging. Cersei is cackling like a madwoman while Ekar hisses under his breath. Cersei, I'm begging you to stop. Ekar looks about ready to explode from that embarrassment, anxiously glancing around to make sure no one's heard her. That's crazy, Lamau, I know. Cersei doesn't have the heart to remind him that they're at a bar for supernaturals. Almost everyone's guaranteed to have overheard. Anyway, wouldn't it be nice to be with someone, even if it's only for the night? Oh, his CG! Ekar laughs, shaking his head, more to himself than in response to her words. Somehow, I prefer to be here. not the light shining on him. Oh my god. Fornicating, so lewd, so lewd. If he polishes himself a little bit and like, you know what? We love our overworked men, so he looks just fine. You either like men with white hair who are cold or men who are tired 24/7. There's a reason why Nanami and Higurama is my type. They worship women. I'm pretty sure they are very polite to women. My Nanami? I'm a widow now, by the way. I'm loyal to Nanami. Oh, with me? I wouldn't necessarily consider your presence to be an advantage. I'm a widow. Indeed, yes. I am loyal to Nanami. Mama, you were just being down bad over a man yesterday? Look, yes, but that was for content. That was strictly for content. There's a difference. But yes, I prefer to be here with you. Cersei brings her glass to her lips, hiding her smile behind it. He's looking a little too good right now. It's a good thing he said no. It's selfish, but Cersei's pleased he rejected the stranger. Yep. I'd be jealous if he suddenly had less time for us. The relationship isn't romantic, so it's not like he'd be cheating on her. But she likes the routine. It's the only stable routine she's ever had. And she doesn't want that to change. Besides, he's got a point.
It's not like he could still work with her and lead a normal life. That's just not how it works. Of course, there are people like Raul and Dante's superior, Orion, who have human families and try to live as normally as possible. Smoke and mirrors, vibes, right? Oh my god, right? Oh, so good. So good! But Orion's an anomaly, and with time, vampires like him learn the hard way that rejecting your nature never works in the long run. Edgar's different. He could pack his bags, move cities, and go back to living a normal life whenever he wants. As long as he remains here, though, he'll never be able to pull the wool back over his eyes. Edgar taps out his cig in the nearest ashtray. Enough about that. Did I miss anything around here? Nope. For some reason, it doesn't feel right to mention the mysterious woman. Maybe because she knows how Edgar worries and she doesn't want him to start. The bartender slides new drinks towards them. They clink glasses. To 20 years of this hellish profession. And to 20 more. That's cute. That's so cute. They're like so cute together. In the end, Edgar has one too many drinks. He leans on Cersei the entire walk back to his flat. She stops when they reach his building. He's never invited her upstairs before, and she doubts it'll be any different tonight. Will you make it upstairs on your own? Why wouldn't I? He pushes off of her and stumbles up the stairs to the entrance. He almost falls over several times, but by some miracle, he manages to reach the door without breaking any bones. See, He hiccups. I'm perfectly fine. Right. See you tomorrow night. He waves her goodbye. She waves back. Good night. She waits until he's safely inside the building. Chances are low he'll die on his way up to the lift, so Cersei begins to stroll back to her own flat. She walks at a leisurely pace, like the threat of the rising sun won't be upon her any moment now. Like her slow pace might delay the inevitable day. Oh yeah, she cannot... Oh, where is Jams? Jams, you have to be here to see this, Jam. I don't know if you're hearing that right now. But you're missing out if you don't see this right now. Sunlight is her weakness. Wife, indeed. Jams, you're missing out if you don't see this, Jams. Jams is missing out right now. Cersei strips down to her underwear. Her one-bedroom flat has no bed, a sofa, so that's where she lies down. Outside, the sun slowly rises, and the world Cersei will never get to be part of again looks up. She stares up at the ceiling, trying not to think about the growing resentment she feels every time she has to hide away from the sun. I didn't always hate daytime. When her common sense returned after her fangling year, Cersei had found the day offered endless opportunities for self-improvement. She read novels. She meditated. She brushed up on her history, learned martial arts, studied different languages, read some more. Slept with all kinds of people. Men, women, people who didn't really identify as either. Half of the time, she didn't even feed on them. She liked to cuddle in bed afterwards, basking in their heat. When films become a thing, she found herself obsessed with cinema, lived hundreds of different lives through the stories of others. But like everything else, it soon got dull, hiding herself in escapism to distract herself from her own thoughts. Lately, she can't be bothered to do much of anything anymore. Is this all there is to eternity? An endless cycle of wanting and no longer wanting, forever falling in and out of love with what once meant the world to you? Boundary, welcome in. Hello, hello. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for the hydrate. Yes, this is Boundary. Always make sure hydrate. That is the number one thing. Thanks, Boundary. If she shuts her eyes, if she pretends hard enough, she can almost imagine she's dreaming. Where do dreams bring her today? Yeah. Oh my god, that's so cute. It's like we're playing the continuation of the game yesterday. Ho ho ho. Ooh. Ooh, we could choose Abra or Edgar. Oh, the mysterious woman. Oh no, they're all hot. How do I choose? They're all hot. I got. Choose your man, woman. Okay, so the thing is, we got a lot of Edgar. We got a lot of Abra. We have nothing with the mystery woman, so we have to go for the mystery because we didn't get to talk with her or anything. So I hope we get to talk to her. I think Edgar will cry the most. Yes, he will. Who was she? More importantly, what was she? I wonder if she's like a witch or something. I don't know. She gives out like sorceress vibes, you know? Every person has a distinct aura. Some call it life force. Some call it the soul. Whatever you like to call it, everyone has it. Not everyone can detect it, but Cersei's trained to ensure she never misses. So the fact that she missed this one, it unsettles her. It unsettles her very much. Ooh. Okay, we'll go with Abra because we do love Abra. Okay, these are just little thoughts of them. Just picturing that self-righteous face of his irritates her. Nope. Not even worth thinking about for a second. Oh, poor Abra. But Abra was so kind to her. He's so gentleman to her. And he's funny when he's drunk. Though most of their nights might end up at the Golden Cat, Edgar rarely drinks enough to get wasted. His love of tobacco might send him into an early grave, but at least alcohol poisoning won't. A small comfort. She continues to dream. Tries her best to fight against the current of her thoughts, but somehow they always lead back to him. You already know how this ends. Don't you dare. You don't think about him. Against her will, Cersei remembers him. Open your eyes. Look into my eye. See yourself as truly are, as you are meant to be. Oh, that's her maker, I think. The one who made her into a vampire. I'm afraid. For us, there is a choice. When she opens her eyes and looks into his, she doesn't see herself. She sees him. And only him. Beautiful, he whispers, reverent. I will never make anything as beautiful as you again. But sire, you did not make me. I did. His spindly fingers caress her skin with such tenderness. She foolishly mistakes it for fondness. I delivered you from death. I rendered you invulnerable to the horrors of time. I captured you in the moment you were the most beautiful you ever would. Beautiful. Forever.
She holds the monster's stare. My eternal companion. Forever. Oh my god. Oh, that's her ex, man. Like, that's crazy though. She had a fallout with her ex. That's really awkward. And her ex made her a vampire. The sun has set again, but Cersei only snaps out of her daydreams when she hears the balcony door open. She doesn't have to get up to guess who's broken into her flat. She'd recognize these steps anywhere. The cat. No, it's not. Oh! Excuse me, Abra, breaking into my flat? Abra! I would not have thought you were that type of person. Okay. You better have a good reason for this, Abra. She stands up to glare at him. His eyes linger on her lack of attire for no longer than what is polite. I apologize for the impromptu visit, but it could not wait. Breaking and enter. Exactly. Would you please put some clothes on? Then, of course, I shall explain my unconventional entrance. I'm gonna tease him. Because, of course, why not? Why not remove your own clothes if it feels unfair? Do not be unreasonable. It is not a matter of what is fair or not, but of what is appropriate. Well, I won't be putting mine on. This is my home and I'm comfortable like this. It wouldn't be courteous of me to be here while you are... He gestures awkwardly, refusing to look at her again. I'm prepared for guests. Yeah, because you broke and entered, sir. Like, we didn't have a choice? Hello? Exactly. Why you should remove yours. Make it even. You must know she's messing with him. She can tell from that angry furrow he's failing to hide behind his brows, but he slips off his jacket anyway, hanging it over the side of the sofa. That's cute, but that's not enough. Like, take more off. You gotta take more off. That's not enough. Because that's not fair to us, right? We're literally in our undergarments, right? He literally just took off a jacket. That means shit. That means nothing. That's not fair at all. No. It's not gonna slide. That's not. Satisfied? Her eyes linger appreciatively on the way his shirt stretches across his chest. Is it intentional that your shirts are always a size too small for you? If you intend to objectify me, I will be putting my jacket back on. Oh, we love him. She sighs dramatically. Never any fun, are you? As a vamp, shouldn't you know better to enter a stranger's home without invitation? We are not strangers. We're not friends, either. Acquaintances. Are you seriously trying to negotiate our level of familiarity? He eyes the balcony he just sneaked in through. I didn't mean to cause you any distress, but I had to make sure no one would know I was here. And you felt that creeping in through the balcony was the most discreet way to accomplish that? I was not creeping. Really? His eyes sweep down her body again. He clears his throat and pretends to be distracted by the posters lining her walls. My man, you know how beautiful she is. You don't have to act like you didn't see all that. Like, whew. I believe this is my first time seeing your flat. Do you watch a lot of films? So we're not gonna like get right to it. We're suddenly making small talk. Like, are you coming here for business or what? Like, cause suddenly you're starting a small talk with me. I don't know how this is gonna... What does it mean? What does it mean to you? Explain why you broke into my damn flat. Sneaked in. Don't be childish. It's not cute when you're like 200 years old. It's about the case that Seth was witness to. Did you release him already? Of course. We had no reason to hold him after questioning. No reason? I gave you a reason. Yes, I put in a word with the SCD to look into it sooner than later. They mentioned they hadn't received any reports from you, however. Oops. I did not come here to talk about Seth. I need a favor. Will you do it? The request surprises her. She studies his face, waiting for the punchline. Well, will you? I can't believe my ears. The great Abra is asking for my help? Really? Do not make me repeat myself. It was difficult enough the first time. Even if she finds it hard to believe, Abra is definitely telling the truth. He barely even relies on his own agents, so for him to come to her, of all people, help? It means he needs something badly enough to swallow his pride. I never expected to see the night. She already set on not doing it, because why would she, in her right mind, ever help Abra? But that doesn't mean she's not curious. You're going to have to share more details before I decide. Have you heard of the incident at the Beaumont Museum? In passing. This must never become public knowledge. The gas leak was a cover-up, coordinated by us at the SSF. Wow! Who could ever have imagined? Magic triggered the explosion. Oh, maybe that lady was part of it. Maybe that lady we saw at the pub. Ooh, I could have sworn she looks like that lady we saw. She looks like a witch. She looks like a sorceress. The burst of energy was so powerful that, should our culprit have wished to, they could have destroyed far more than a single wing. At worst, they might even be able to burn down half of North Haven. My agents and I have determined it cannot be a mere accident. This was an intentional attack. I see. Unfortunately, it gets worse. The wing that was destroyed harbored several magical artifacts. Hey, I stepped away for a bit, but the guy on the right is hot. I know, right, GD? Welcome back, by the way. Yes. His name is... I'm just gonna call him Abra. I just called him Abra this whole time. I'm not gonna try to pronounce his name because I failed horribly yesterday. So, this is Abra. The 200-plus-year-old vampire. That is very gentleman towards Cersei, but kind of a little tsundere, I feel like. He's a little tsundere, you know, a little tsundere. Interesting way of how they spell artifacts as well. I'm not used to that. One of which is now missing. Unless that's like, kind of like the different way of spelling artifacts. He's not me, so I think he should get out. But he's one of the love interests, though. We love him. His name is Daddy. Daddy. Fuck. Daddy. He really is fine, though. They're cute. Look at his pecs. We got to poke them last time. That was really nice. You should be grateful, then. They could have stolen all of them. I sent my team to clean up the scene and deal with any witness. That's when they found the initials JM spray painted on the wall. JM. Redacted? Okay. Whoever or whatever this JM is our only lead. Couldn't you trace the magic from the explosion? Cersei knows for a fact that the SSF North Haven branch has a very talented witch in their ranks. She's even happens to be Abra's second in command. We suspect it was caused by the artifact itself, which didn't leave any residue from the user behind. Okay, but why do you want me involved? The SSF regularly collaborates with the supernatural police, but that's it. They've never worked with Thorn investigations.
And while Cersei's not opposed to a challenge, she's no witch hunter. She knows vampires, she knows werewolves, she knows demons, but messing with the wrong wizard can have deadly consequences. It's common sense to not get involved in their affairs. We were going to launch a full investigation into JM when we were explicitly told by people higher up to the ladder to drop the case. Apparently, an outsider is being sent from elsewhere to continue the investigation. I take it that's unusual? Not necessarily. There have been cases where we've collaborated with external parties, but the key word there is collaboration. Never in all the time I have worked for the SSF have I been locked out of the case in this matter. Oh, come on. You've lived long enough to know there's a first for everything. I know. Still, I am suspicious of their intentions. I have no reason to be, no actual evidence, nothing to work with. Presentiment. I cannot shake the feeling that something is wrong. I wanted to see who else was a witness. Seth was the only witness. The only witness who might have seen anything of note, at least. We've interviewed all the others, and we learned nothing. Who might have? I thought you brought him in for questioning. We did. However, we were told to drop the case before we could ask him anything worthwhile. Once again, the SSF proved to be embarrassingly incapable. Not our finest work, I know. What was the artifact? You said an artifact was stolen. What exactly was it? If I knew, I would have told you. I doubt that. I mean it. I know no more beyond the little I have already shared with you. Which is like nothing. It was hidden in plain sight inside Renaud Beaumont's private collection. We had planned to contact him about it before we were ordered to drop the case. So all we know is that we can make stuff go boom? Not the exact words I would use, but essentially, yes. Who's to say that power didn't come from the person wielding the artifact? Abros firmly shakes his head, like he's already ruled that option. There are wizards and witches capable of things our minds cannot imagine. But it would be suicide to release a burst of energy that large without us. When magic's involved, nothing's impossible. I suppose, still, I would say it's too unlikely to be worth consideration. Okay? Since when do you care? I thought it wasn't any of our business if the laws enforced by your superiors might be unfair to us non-humans. I know what you think of me, Miss Cersei, but I am not your enemy. The SSF do what we must to protect supernatural from humans, and them from us. Sometimes, that means the occasional casualty on our side. Our side, he says. When has he ever been on our side? Anyhow, given the things you get up to in your own time, I do not think you should be judging anybody else. I'll judge whoever I want, whenever I want. I don't kill vamps out of some sense of moral superiority. I kill them because it's fun, and it pays the bills. Maybe that makes me a bit of a bitch. So what? I'm not so sanctimonious that I need to pretend my actions are morally justified. Are you really so irredeemable when you only kill the bad ones? Don't paint me as some sort of anti... Almost said the other word. It's so close to the other word.
All vampires are bad. Even you. Especially me. Same goes for humans, werewolves, witches, you name it. We're all equally capable of bad and good. That's why it means something we chose to do good. Choose to do good, sorry. Abra doesn't look surprised by her speech. He may not know the full extent of what Cersei used to get up before North Haven, but unlike Edgar, he can surely imagine. This is Cersei on her best behavior. And if you ever have the misfortune of meeting her at her worst, well, good luck. I only target the so-called bad ones, because I don't need any more trouble with the law than I already have. Also, if someone's willing to pay to see you dead, not once, but twice, you're probably an asshole anyway. Abra shakes his head. He gives up on adding anything to this conversation, returning to the previous subject. Technically, I am not betraying orders. It's not me who's investigating this after all. It is you. And if you happen to feed some information back to me, then that is simply how it goes. Loophole of the century. Cersei folds her arms over her chest. I'll help you under one condition. Why are you making that face? You haven't even heard what I had to say yet. Fine. State your terms. It's quite simple. If you're so desperate for my help, beg for it. No. He moves to leave, but she blocks his path. Oh, we gotta see. This is the type of banter I like to see between them. Always so uptight. Let me rethink this. Abra just stares, waiting. She takes her time, hemming and hawing, simply for the amusement of keeping him in suspense. Oh, alright. I'll do it. His glare softens, only barely, but enough for her to notice. Thank you. Don't thank me. I'm not doing it for you. It just sounds like a compelling case. Far more interesting than anything I've worked on lately. Maybe this is what will fish her out of her slump, keeping her running Thorn investigations for another 20 years. You better pay us though, and provide a very generous tip. Everyone knows Abra sits on a monstrous amount of generational wealth from his previous life. Something she might as well use to her advantage here. That can be arranged. Perfect. Now give me a moment to get dressed, and I'll get you out of here. There's no need. I have my own way. The balcony again? Absolutely not, Romeo. His eyes shift to the floor, brows drawing together. He's that conflicted about this. Perhaps it's because he's never broken the rules in the past. He fears the consequences should anyone learn that he's disobeying orders. Push him or reassure? I will reassure him. The SSF have no reason to monitor your every move. Even if someone does find out that you came here, surely you're quick-witted enough to think of an excuse on the spot? Yes, you're right. There are plenty of reasons why I might come to see you. Plenty, you say? Such as? He rolls his eyes, and any previous hints of vulnerability vanish. Never mind about that. Never mind that. Oh, what is he about to say? Get dressed. I do not have all night, and neither do you. Just for the attitude, I'll make sure to take my sweet time. They're cute! Oh my god. And of course, Cersei leads Abra downstairs so he can leave through the front door like a normal person. In their office, a freshly shaven Edgar makes himself comfortable behind his desk. He's mid-bite on a biscuit when they enter. Look at him! See, he cleaned up pretty nice. See?
Not bad. Not bad, Edgar.
Hmm? Take that out of your mouth so we can understand.
He swallows. Why is he here?
Good to see you too, Thorn.
Pleasure's all yours, prick. Edgar's nasty glare softens only slightly when his eyes shift to Cersei. I repeat, why is he here? And why was he upstairs? And how did she even get in? I've been here over an hour. The door's been shut the entire time. Did he show up during the day? Did you spend all...
Before you let your imagination run to places I don't even want to imagine, how about you shut up and let me talk?
I'm gonna be honest. That's so mean.
He broke in earlier, tried to ambush me.
Again, I didn't break in. I sneaked in, and I did not ambush.
Oh! For me. Oh my goodness gracious, Winnie. Thank you so much for the 100 bits. Thanks, Girly Pop. How you doing? Happy Thursday. Hey, girly. Hi.
You always come when I'm playing, like, visual novels and that I'm simping the fuck out of these characters every single time.
And now you're gonna judge me
by how I simp for these characters. I was salty and over spicy this week at work. Ooh. Oh no, I am so sorry. I hope, you know, I hope work hasn't too bad. But it's almost the weekend. You can do it. How are you? I'm doing good. Just been busy with everything, but we're here, you know. I enjoy your stream all the time. Thanks, lady. You're too kind. Yeah, I try to stream as much as I could. I really do enjoy the games I play and the company I have. So, you guys are awesome by saying hi and stopping by. Especially you, Winnie. When you come by, I get really, really happy. So thank you. Thank you for coming by. It's really nice seeing you. I wonder how you look. Do you like watch it on your phone? Do you watch it on your laptop? You watch it as a white noise? Here is the tea. I said in a group meeting, phone or TV. You watch me on the TV? I thank you for watching me on your phone, but on the TV, I'm scared. on the TV? In the middle of the living room TV? Oh. Oh, Lord. Funny every time you tell me, like, yeah, you watch my streams on the TV. I just find that really funny. I hate to say this, but I just don't know how much babysitting I have to do to make info clear. Oh my god, girl, yes. Yes. Yes, it's about time, because people be hella fucking stupid. Like, how obvious is this that someone has to fucking say it? You know? Yeah, TV, then I chat into your stream. Thanks, Weenie. I am so sorry to hear that you know, had some trouble at work and that you have to deal with those stupid ass people. Like, I swear. Sometimes you just wonder how the heck do they even get the job. For real. The meeting was recorded. You know what? Even better. Even better, because they should watch that over again and just realize how stupid they look. I'd be like, oh shit. You know what? Someone has to say it. Literally, someone has to say it. I had a moment. You know, you were a bad bitch, and I respect that. You said what you thought of for the longest time, and the truth is truth. Like, it's stupid. Like, you literally said it in the most polite and upfront way that they can't even turn this against you somehow. Like, being like, what? Like, you're not cussing when you said it. You said it in the most you know, reasonable way. So there's nothing that they could say against you at all. It just looks stupid, you know, if they try to do shit. But anyways, I hope that your week will be better. I am so sorry that you have to deal with those. I swear to God, sometimes people be hella fucking dumb. Oh my God. Sometimes either they not be doing their own fucking work, right? And expect someone else to take over, and then like cause a whole fucking scene and trying to act like they're doing something, but they're not doing something. Yeah. The worst was I always sound monotonous and I paused before saying it's about time that they know that they fucked up. It's about time that they know. How dare they? Girl, you deserve like a good night out. Get yourself something good to eat, because you said that, girl. I'm proud of you for saying that. No, you're good. Don't worry about a thing. I think it's very valid to be angry at people at your work, because I am totally on your boat. Yes. This economy, I need to shut the fuck up and keep my job. Yes and no, but like, I understand that, you know, you're not trying to be offensive, but when it's a fact like that, I don't think you're being offensive at all. In fact, I'm glad that you brought that out so that people could actually look back and be like, damn, someone fucked up, but it ain't you. It's obviously it's the people that didn't do their fucking work when they're paid to be doing it. But, you know, sometimes we need to remind ourselves that only work however much you're getting paid. Sometimes, you know, we're not gonna work that hard. We're just gonna work as much as we get paid. As a matter of fact, y'all need babysitting. It's so sad in this corporate world that we are still babysitting. I hope they look themselves in the mirror each day and be like, wow, I'm actually being babysitted. Like, hello? As an adult. Are they not embarrassed that they're not doing their work? Have they no shame? This is why I didn't go into the corporate world. I know this corporate world makes me feel guilty for not being productive. No, do not feel guilty. Corporate does not need to worry about that. Like, you do you. You do you, girly pop. You. Anyway, let us continue this lovely game as I simp over these characters. Anyways, I hope you will enjoy a little bit of this visual novel demo that I'm trying out. We got vampires, we got werewolves, we got wizards, we got demons. So it's about to get lit. And we're playing this this vampire who works in a detective agency, so she's kind of like a PI, you know. And she's working with like an organization to try to find out a culprit. An explosion near a museum. So that's what we're doing. Yeah. But thank you for sharing with me. I really do appreciate some tea. We love that tea. Okay. Yeah. That's what I said. I had good reasons to do so. Full offense. I still think you could have used the door. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the hearts, Weenie. And thank you so much for the bits as well. I appreciate it. Alright, but what does he want? I'm standing right here, Thorn. You could simply ask me. Or I could not. Abra sneers. In that case, I shall leave the explaining to your boss. Edgar lifts his plate. You're going to piss off now, right? Have a biscuit before you go, fresh from our neighbor. I can't. Oh, that's right. Can't eat. Look at his little fangs! He's showing his little fang. That's so cute.
I can, but the taste is repulsive and I cannot properly digest it, meaning I would have to. Abra pauses. Ah, you're mocking me. Edgar stuffs a cookie in his mouth. Took you long enough? Abra focuses on Cersei again. Report to me as soon as you find something. You know where to find me. Yes, sir. Edgar lights a cig after Abra leaves. She waits for his patience to wear thin. It doesn't take long. So? He wants us to look into something. She explains everything to Edgar. Same as her, he's baffled that Abra would ignore a direct order from his superiors. It doesn't make sense. I know. That's why it's interesting. Some measly initials aren't much of a lead, though. JM could be a person, an organization, or movement. How would we know? Only one way to find out. Let's split up and check in with our contacts around the city. See if they heard anything. You know which side is yours. Right. Enjoy your biscuits. I'll head out first. She walks up to the window, just moments away from transforming when Edgar calls out. Cersei, be careful. Please. Worry about yourself, old man. 20 years ago, I was a boy. Today, I'm an old man. Give it another 10 years and I'll be dust and cobwebs in your eyes. It's a compliment. I like older men. Oh, she likes older men. She said she likes older men. That means it's Edgar. No, it's not Edgar. That means it's Abra. It's not a compliment. You have extremely questionable taste. Don't downplay your sex appeal. Your creaky knees and back issues, especially, are oh so attractive. Wow. Wow, she calling me out right now. Damn, my creaky knees and back issues. Nah, she calling me out right now. So I'm old. I'm 30, and I have creaky knees and back issues. Anyways. Enough! Don't you have somewhere to be? Try not to miss me too much. Cersei transforms, circling Edgar once more before she flies out the window and into the night. Oh, look at her little bat form. It's so cute. Ooh. Save this real quick. Alright. We'll do a quick ad run while I take a quick break, and then we'll get back. In the meantime, stay put, don't go anywhere, and we'll be right back after these messages.
Alright, I'm back. I wonder what ads you guys got. Okay, let's continue. Look at this little bat. She is so cute as a bat, too. I wonder what Edgar looks like as a bat. From small business owners to working girls to regular everyday people, oblivious to the supernatural world, you never know who might have the intel you need. But tonight, none of their usuals has anything useful for Cersei. No one's heard of the initials before. No one knows about JM. For her last stop, Cersei catches Nisha away from Elysium on her smoke break. Rare to see you 2 nights in a row. Don't get used to it. Wouldn't dare to. Nisha takes a long drag of her cig. She blows the smoke away from Cersei. How did it go with the fangling last night? Ugh. Would really prefer to forget the whole thing, but it seems the universe is intent on not letting her. SSF showed up. Nisha rolls her eyes, getting exactly what's happened without Cersei having to explain. Another reason Cersei appreciates her, they share a dislike of law enforcement. Although you'd be hard to press to find a supernatural in North Haven who doesn't dislike Abra. I'll let you know if Seth ever shows his mug around Elysium again. Since he couldn't pay his fee last night, he's on the shit list. I mean, technically it was out of his control, but we're not meant to know that, so... Thanks. But if he knows what's good for him, he's already left the city. I wouldn't underestimate how stupid that idiot can be. Anyway, you're obviously not here to talk about Seth. What's going on? Hey, Godzilla! Welcome in and thank you so much for the sub. Hello, welcome in. Thank you. How are you doing, Godzilla? Happy Thursday. You caught us.
I'm a fire,
Yep. Caught us playing a visual novel game again. Right on time. Nisha shrugs. No, is that someone important? Another dead end. Playing detective vampires. Hot, very hot vampires and supernaturals. I'm doing okay. How have you been doing? I'm doing pretty good, just a little busy, you know, but I do try to stream as much as I could on my days off, so I hope you guys would enjoy the streams, and it's always fun to talk to you guys on chat, of course. Definitely. I hope work wasn't too crazy for you, and I hope you had a good week so far. Nisha tips her imaginary hat to Cersei. You'll be the first to know, of course. Thanks. Nisha butts out her cig nearest wall. If that's all, I should be getting back inside. Elysium doesn't run itself. Lazarus still leaving all the work to you? It wasn't. I didn't work today. Lol. Oh, even better! Even better! Even better, Godzilla. I'm glad you had the day off. Obsessed. Controlling? Indeed. No, I'm just taking what is rightfully mine. In the monstrous world, I would still be a huge tarantula. Yes. In the monster world, shall be tarantulas. He pulls his weight. Sometimes. Kick him in the balls for me when you see him next. I quite like this job, so I will not be doing that. But you have my respect for your commitment to hating him. It's a lifestyle at this point. Nisha waves her goodbye and disappears inside the abandoned building. Cersei sighs and returns to the streets. Let's see if Edgar had better luck. So far we have no luck who JM is. Absolutely none. The lights are on when Cersei enters the office. Edgar must have gone back first.
If you're here already, I guess you didn't find anything worthwhile either? She stops at the doorstep. Oh, it's not. He's not here, huh? Oh, you can't be serious. 2 break-ins in one night? We got the mysterious woman. Hold on. Edgar's nowhere to be seen. Standing behind his desk is the mystery woman from last night. Finally, Cersei can see the woman for what she really is. A witch. I knew it! Her outfit gave it off. Her aura gave it off. I knew she's a witch. A witch! A very powerful one, if she is able to conceal her magic like that. There you are. I've been waiting for you. Her eyes leave the streets outside to meet Cersei's gaze. They stare at each other for a long beat, neither willing to break eye contact or begin the conversation. Eventually, the woman smiles, pressed for some reason. You have a spine, a quality I respect. As long as one does not make mistake it as a subtle replacement for competence. As you are doing right now? The woman laughs. You have a sense of humor as well. That is good.
Who is this woman? Oh my god, she's so cool though. Oh, look at her hair. When Cersei still doesn't move, the woman pushes away from the wall to stand up straight. She's tall in the same way models are. It should be pointless, ridiculous, inappropriate thought to have in this moment. And yet, Cersei can't help but feel that there is something unnatural about how bewitching the woman is before. Because she's a witch! Except she's so pretty. I can't. She's so pretty.
Apologies and introductions are in order. Which would you prefer to hear first? You choose. Oh, well, if you insist. My name is Nocturne. I am not a local, but perhaps my accent gave that away already. Amongst the many strange circumstances of the situation, Cersei barely noticed a subtle French accent. I can't do a French accent. I'm sorry to ambush you like this in your own office, but you're a busy lady. It is not so easy to catch you alone. Please, do not worry. I truly mean no harm. Am I expected to just believe that?
Apparently so, because Nocturne continues talking like nothing's out of the norm.
It really is a pleasure to meet you, Cersei. I have heard terrible things about you and the work you do, which means you must be good at it.
Whatever you've been told, I'm worse. Exactly.
Whatever you've been told about me, I'm probably worse. Perfect. That is exactly the kind of woman I'm looking to hire.
This beautiful woman is hiring me? Okay. Cersei narrows her eyes at the witch.
You want to hire me? For what exactly?
Nocturne doesn't look like she requires any help killing your typical street vamp, so it's definitely not for that.
The same thing everyone hires you for.
La gasp, I know.
I'm looking for someone. I want you to find them. Right. Unfortunately for you, I'm quite busy at the moment, so I won't be able to take your case. Goodbye.
Nocturne's voice is firm, even as her perfect smile stays painted on.
You're already looking for them. Who? Ah. So JM is a person. I presume so. The person they're pretending to be, the real JM, was a brilliant young witch. But who knows? When it comes to this imposter, it could be anyone, for all we know.
Is she JM, but then the JM is that went to the museum was an imposter? They're looking for me, I know. I know they're looking for you, Godzilla. Careful now. You'll get caught now.
How do you know it's an imposter? Why couldn't it be the real JM?
Weeping! Thank you for the stretch and hydrate. Weeping! Weenie just stopped by like a moment ago. I don't know if you saw her in chat. You saw her, okay. Corp can go screw themselves. Exactly. God. Are you done with work today? You are. Good job. I wonder if Winnie's done with work today. She probably is right now.
Because she's dead. Nocturne's tone is so detached. Cersei can hardly believe this isn't all one big joke. She's dead? Why dead? Yes, I would know. I killed her. She's dead.
It's a business transaction that they hope to exploit your high standard for performance. Exactly. Exactly. Oh my god. And all the fucking babysitting that's happening as well. Jesus.
And you killed her? Murdered, slew, killed. Whichever word you prefer. Assuming that's even true, why would you admit that to a complete stranger? I told you, I've done my research. I know everything I need to know to determine that you are capable of this job.
Yes, murder. Make a being vanish. Yes.
We have a witch on the right and a vampire on the left.
Mainly because, of course, we are actually private investigators. So we are to find this person named JM, which is supposedly an imposter of a very intelligent witch that we just learned that has been killed by this woman, Nocturne. And so whoever wrote JM on the side of the building that caused that crime is an imposter because the real JM had been killed by Nocturne. And so Nocturne's like, you have to find the... I'll pay you. You have to find the intruder. Intruder imposter.
If I did not believe you were capable, I would not be here. I'm not a witch who wastes her time on whims.
Throughout this conversation, Nocturne's smile has never fallen. Till now. Oh shit, what's happening? Heck yeah, we spending time with these beautiful beings? Yes, investigating to the night.
You must understand. It is most important to me that this person is found. I want the best detective possible on the job, and I believe that to be you. So you will take my case. You will find the imposter and the artifact they got their thieving little hands on. You will bring them both to me.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, madame. Yes. Can I get a deposit? Exactly. I need a deposit.
And you will not disappoint.
She smiles again. Fuck, that's a threat, shit. Okay.
Money is of no consequence to me, so you will of course be well compensated for your efforts.
Huh. Risky. Exactly. Nah, she'll be getting a lot of money out of this one. For once, Cersei is genuinely at a loss for words, but Nocturne doesn't seem to mind.
I'll take your silence to mean you accept, yes?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, thank you for the alert, Weeping. Okay, you go grab dinner now. Oh, we literally just ended her route. Hell yeah, we made it just in time. All right, Weeping, you have a good night. You have a good night. You have a good dinner. Yeah, right. Nice. You have reached the end of the BTMO demo. Thank you for playing. Okay, so they are available. Their Kickstarter is available, so if you want to Kickstarter, please be my guest. And again, I will link their Steam page for you guys, so you can check them out too if you're interested in the Burn the Midnight Oil demo, if you want to play the demo yourself. I really want to play Dante's part of the demo. Maybe we could play a little bit and see. I just want to get into it, and then, you know, because I feel like the demo for each person is like 3 hours long, or 3 to 4, depending on, you know, how fast you read. But yeah, let's play a little bit of him, actually. Good new game. So we finished Cersei's demo. Let's go to Dante's. So here's the thing, right? Cersei and Dante, in Cersei's route, we met up with Dante for a brief moment. Oh man, time. Yes, it is almost my dinner time. That's okay, we could check out Dante just for a little bit. But in Cersei's route, we kind of came across Dante for a brief moment. We talked a little bit, and we didn't say too much, but it's really cool that they mention each other and meet each other. So we know the fact that we will see Cersei later on. Or even better, I really wanted to see if we are able to see what Cersei has done. Like, maybe she has left some trails of her own, you know, but we'll see. Demi werewolf, occupation, police officer. It says, I'm not. Emergency contact, Orion Walker. Several years ago, Dante struck a deal with Orion, a former friend of his mother. Stuck in North Haven ever since, Dante unwillingly works as a cop. He spends his nights chasing criminals, waiting for the day when he'll finally have fulfilled his end of the deal. At last, Orion puts Dante on his final case. There's a suspicious new drug on the market. He wants Dante to investigate. But the roots of this problem might be even more dangerous than they thought. Let's see, Zeno wanted for drug trade. A type wizard, age unknown. It says eye color, currently pink. And then also has like different colors, black, green, blue. So Zeno is another character we haven't met yet. Say no to drugs. Dante, stop messing with the files. No. Don't forget your badge. Golden Cat. So he went to the Golden Cat. Oh, and this is probably a picture of him and his mom. Alright, let's see what Dante's all about. Ooh. The rain hits the window in a peaceful, hypnotic pattern. Orion stares outside, thoughts wandering. He has no work left tonight. He is done with moving too. Could go home. But to what? It's not like being at home is any different from standing around here all night. At the same time, he knows he can't stay. Daytime isn't for creatures like him. He is expected to hide away, never to be seen by the ones who wander the hallways after the sun has risen. A deep sigh escapes him. He is sure it's the rain that's making him melancholic. It had rained the day his mentor died too. Why the deep frown? Orion feels himself twitch at the sound of someone else in the room. Only the familiarity with her voice can ease his initial tension. He locks eyes with the woman reflected in the window. It's you. It's me. Francesca sits down on Orion's desk, giving a pat. Were it anyone else, he would think them rude. This is Francesca. Let's see who she is. Is she like a partner? Oh, Dante's... Oh, Francesca is Dante's hellhound mother. She passed away when Dante was still young. As a good friend of Orion, she asked him to support Dante after her passing. So this was the past? If she suddenly behaved politely around him, he would think she was sick. They're each other's precious friends, which is more than Orion has had in a long time. So is he a vampire? Orion is a vampire. That's what I'm thinking. And then Francesca is the hellhound. New office, new furniture. It's nice. It is indeed. I was planning on inviting you over sometime since I guessed you want to see it. But speaking of inviting you, did someone let you in? One could almost think that Francesca belonged here thanks to that natural arrogance of hers. But Orion doubts any officer here would have actually let a stranger walk into the station for no apparent reason. Not exactly. So you... Orion stops himself mid-sentence. If she wants to get somewhere, she finds a way, even if it means somehow breaking into a police station unseen. She could have met with him outside, which she usually does, but it seems today is different. You know you shouldn't be. I stopped by your flat, but you weren't there. What else should I have done? Still, breaking in is dangerous. I wouldn't call it breaking. It was more like entering through unusual means. Orion is admittedly a bit curious, but he won't bother to ask how she did it. She'd only refuse to tell, just to tease him. Besides, that's not what he's focused on right now. What's more interesting is your scent. She smells human. Are you wearing perfume of some kind? There are items like that out there, made to mask your scent, change it into something else. Rather than the price, it's finding someone who makes them that is more complicated. Orion doesn't understand why she would go through the trouble. Normally, she more or less smells like a werewolf. There's no reason to hide that. Francesca smiles and looks around. Her tone is playful, as it most often is. This office suits you much better than the old one. A bit empty. Think you'll need some decorations. I would have brought something, if I known you were moving. Francesca. There is no making her talk about something she doesn't want to say. Giving up, he plays along. Hey, it's Vika. How's it going? How's it going, my man? Let me give you a little shout out there. Give me a second. Welcome in, welcome in. We're playing a visual novel as per always because what's new, am I right? But it's a continuation from the visual novel that we've been playing yesterday because we're on to a different route. That will be. I hope you're doing well. We hope you're taking care of yourself. And enjoy your time here while I fangirl over all the 2D characters. When Advic decides on something, you might be faced with sudden changes without any warning. This was such a case. Advic? Who's Advic? Chief Superintendent of the Supernatural Crime Division in Northaven. Okay. Chief Superintendent? You're an inspector now? Your boss sure is a spontaneous guy, but congratulations on getting promoted. If you're happy about it. Otherwise, my condolences. Is he happy? For a moment, Orion pauses to consider his answer. I hope I will do it justice. Of course you will. You're an excellent officer, Orion. One of very, very few. Believe me, this city is lucky to have you. Francesca turns quiet. She suddenly seems a bit downcast, which is unusual, and the hesitation on her face makes Orion uncomfortable. She doesn't like being seen as anything other than her confident self.
Is everything alright? You know that I'm always here to help you. Now she has to chuckle. Orion has helped her only once so far, and it had been a giant mess of her being accused of a crime she didn't commit. She's taking a liking to him for believing that she was in. Their meetings since then have been irregular, but when she does come by, Orion is happy to make time. Francesca is the only one he can confide in. She is indeed in need of his help. He'll do whatever is necessary. There's no need to worry about getting involved in something he can't do. If she is here to ask him, then it is within the realm of his means and morals. But that's not what she's here for. I probably won't come to visit you anymore. We'll have to stay in contact another way. Orion tenses up. Someone after you. If anyone catches wind of her identity, that she isn't the werewolf she portrays herself, but rather a hellhound, then she is in danger. It has been a while since hellhounds completely vanished, hiding away where no one could find them. Not everyone cares about finding one in the first place, but those that do are dangerous. If there is someone after her already... Oh, no. I'm safe. She playfully waves a hand, calms down, though he glares briefly at her. She grins, amused to have gotten a reaction out. But if it isn't that, then is this related to your husband? Your mate? Yes. She touches her belly. Orion stops himself from... I'm pregnant. Congratulations. Thank you. Her voice is warm and filled with love. Orion has never met her husband, but he has seen him from afar. A normal human. The relationship isn't going to be easy, but Francesca always wanted a mate and child. Her wish is finally being fulfilled. So yes, I will be focused on taking care of him. Makes things a bit more complicated. Him? You already know the gender. She didn't mention being pregnant the last time they met, which wasn't that long ago. And her stomach is still flat. Can't be too far along. Not officially. I have a hunch. Francesca's instincts aren't to be underestimated, so Orion is tempted to believe her. A son. I already thought of a name. Do you want to hear it? Her excitement is infectious. Orion feels himself smile. I'd love to. Dantalion. Or Dante. That one's a bit snappier, don't you think? It's a good name. Did you come up with it together with your husband? He left the full decision to me. We want our boy to have a name that suits a hellhound. And my husband hardly has any idea what those would be. It'll be the only connection he will have to my side of the family for a long time. Her voice drops again, sighs, visibly affected by the ups and downs of her own emotions. Orion's eyebrows scrunched. Although hellhounds and werewolves aren't the same species, they do share various canine characteristics. One of them is their pack, which is of great importance to both. Do you not intend to introduce him to your pack? Is there a reason to hide him? Because he's half human? Hellhounds don't care about that. Francesca closes her eyes and inhales deeply, steadying herself. We will stay here with the humans. My son will grow up as one. No going back to my home. At least, not anytime soon. Orion goes through what he knows about hellhounds. It's not a lot, either unconfirmed rumors he has heard from other supernaturals or tidbits from Francesca. As far as he knows, young hellhounds are still too weak, and worse, too unstable to protect themselves. Oh, give me one moment. I'm back. That makes them easy targets for people who want to catch a hellhound. They'd never be safe out in the open. Weenie! Oh no! You were too late. Weeping went to get some dinner. So I think she's out and about at the moment. Grabbing food. It'd be more secure for Francesca to take her child and husband into hiding. Join her family. In that place no one knows. A place where a young hellhound can be raised without worry. That sounds like a good risk to take. Will he be safe here? Well... Francesca brushes a hand through her. It's only one way or the other. Either we join my family until our son is grown, or we stay here. My husband won't be happy in my home. It's too different. So I decide we would stay here. A hellhound's mate and child are always equal. Francesca would never make a decision that favored one over the other. And the child. It's not as dangerous as you think. As long as we do it the right way from the start. We will be a human family. My son will be raised as a human. His father will be one, and I will be one too. Orion sniffs the air again. She still smells human. That is likely part of the plan. He hadn't expected the perfumes to be so effective. We will completely escape the attention of anyone supernatural. As long as we do that, there's nothing to fear. Although it would mean you're giving up a lot of yourself. Hardly a big sacrifice to make for the happiness of my loved ones. So the plan is to seem as human. That is impossible. I'm gonna tell you that. Yes. Don't stand out. Don't attract attention. Be a normal family of humans who have no idea who's living among them. Don't meet with any supernaturals. That includes you. Orion chuckles into the silence that's fallen upon them. Don't look so guilty. I understand. If you regularly meet up with a vampire, it's suspicious of how you know each other. The vampire. You will move away as well, I imagine. Not many people have seen me around, but if we won't take the risk, I'm also going to do something about my looks, so that even if we do run into someone, I won't be recognized. A shame for my beautiful face, I think. Your husband is very lucky to have a wife that is willing to do so much for him, child. Oh, don't flatter us. You do the same, if you had a family. I would. But it doesn't matter anymore. He'd accepted that he would never have a family when he allowed himself to be. He accepted it even before that. Don't say that. You're immortal. You're too young to talk as if you'll never find love. I'm hardly young. You are. For a vampire. Believe me, there will be more than enough women who will appreciate your mature charm. even as a vampire.
Oh, he looks nice. Okay? I gotta say that. I'm not interested in a relationship right now, let alone with a human.
I said the same about humans before I met my husband. And now, look at me. Fate will decide for you.
Francesca falls silent.
You can.
Yes?
Considering you're technically immortal, you will outlive me easily, needed.
You call me young, but not yourself. You have several centuries ahead of you.
I know, but I'm just saying that if needed, if you're not busy with your own family or anything, could my son come to you for help when he needs it?
I'm offended. Even think you have to ask. You, your husband, and your son contact me anytime. Francesca puts a hand on her chest, exhaling slowly.
That's a relief. The thought of my boy being alone has been nagging me since I knew I was pregnant.
Be honest. There really isn't any.
No one. I'm probably just overthinking. But I still wanted to talk to you about it.
So she is not overthinking because her senses is her what the hell? She sensed that someone is after her. And she probably does already know that they are approaching her very closely and she will one day be caught. The fact that she said, I'm probably just overthinking it is like, okay, girl. So there is someone after you. I want you to, take care of my child if I die.
It was.
She doesn't finish her sentence. A hunch. Neither of them want to think about why she feels so worried when there is no need to be. It's very interesting, right? Because Orion was like, her instincts is top notch. So a hunch is basically saying, no, there is 100% at this point. But she doesn't want to say it like that. Maybe she's trying to say it in a different way. But I think it's more so of like she's asking him for a favor. That's why she's wording it like. Francesca slips off the table. She brushes off her clothes, then smiles at Orion. You're leaving.
Yes, it's about time. My husband is waiting with all of our things packed. I'm not sure when or if we will see each other again, but I'll send you letters.
They could be traced. I'll get them to you without anyone noticing that much. You just want to boast about your child, don't you?
Maybe.
She laughs, more lighthearted now.
Well, I guess this is goodbye. Farewell, Orion.
Farewell, Francesca. I wish you the best.
Thank you.
Orion watches her leave. The door falls shut with the sound of finality. For some reason, he has a feeling they will not meet again. A hunch. A hunch can be wrong. Face it is. Stay safe. You and your family. The rain starts to come down harder. Orion sighs, turning away from the dreary sight. Gets ready to go. It also rained really hard that night, so I don't know. Your hunch is probably right, to be honest. She knows what she's getting herself into. That's why she came here to ask him, I guess.
My little boy. My Dante. Always remember I love you. But that's why you can't run free. You have to hold back. You have to keep control.
There is no way you could child. It's so traumatic for Child. He needs therapy when he grows up.
Keep calm, keep quiet. Don't let go. Don't lose yourself. Don't burn. Don't burn. Don't. Don't die, my child. Damn it.
Oh my god. What? Sir. Sir. Sir, put on some clothes, sir.
Oh my god. Inside the empty room, there's no alarm clock to tell the time or wake him up. Despite that, curled up underneath the sheets, Dante opens his eyes. It's in time to get ready for work. Air is cool, it's comfortable as long as he stays under the sheets. When it hits his skin, goosebumps form.
Ooh, I know that feeling. That's why I like to stay in bed. Let me stay in bed too. I want to stay in bed
the whole day when it rains. It'd be more comfortable to sleep in his other form. It'd be more comfortable to ever be in it at all. But he's not going to risk it. The world won't allow him to slip up. Hellhounds are easily mistaken for werewolves, as long as they remain in human form. But the moment he lets his animalistic features out, the differences would be far too obvious. Dante prefers not to out himself by accident. He's been sleeping like this since childhood, and he's always on edge, ever since he was young. That is so sad. Poor Dante. Sitting up, Dante stretches, easing some of the tension that crept into his muscles while he slept. One of those dreams again. Didn't need to start my night like that. Sluggishly, he drags himself out of bed. Whatever.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Why you got a guy in a collar? Mako! Why you come in at the weirdest timing? Welcome in, Mako. First of all, this is the guy we're playing as. We're playing as Dante, okay? I didn't get the guy in a collar. He's a hellhound trying to pretend that he's a werewolf. Okay? Oh, I've been here nearly the whole time. How come you didn't say hi? I didn't get to shout you out. You didn't say hi. Thank you for being here for a while. Since at least the breaking and entering. Oh, okay. Yep, the breaking and entering. Lamau. Of course. I mean, like, look at this guy. Woof. You get to play as him right now. Okay. Finally finished Cersei's route, so I can't wait to see Dante's route is all about. But again, he has a very sad past, so of course, right? It's not a dream he's unfamiliar with, but there hasn't been a single time when he enjoyed waking up to the voice of his mother. In the end, a dream is only a dream. The lights in his room turn on. Dante rubs his eyes, blindly stumbling towards the bathroom. Getting ready for a job at night is no different from getting ready for a job during the day. Wash up, change clothes, breakfast. Or not, if you ask Dante, it's a waste of time. Should have done everything. Ooh, look at his outfit though. Okay. It's very tight. He's showing a lot of his biceps. It's showing a lot of shoulder and his back. It's like a diamond, if that makes sense. Like, not really, but like the top is like the top of a diamond, and then it wraps around, if that makes sense. To his waist, to his back. It's a compression shirt, it looks like. It almost looks like that. Hair is still damp. He walks towards the door, but stops midway. His hair is so, like, messy. In a good way. There's footsteps. 2 pairs. Let's open the door. It's a crop top. Dante holds back with a sigh and pulls the door open. It swings inwards, with no risk of hitting the child who is quickly approaching. Oh, I feel like I can do Vanilla's voice with this one.
Ah, Dante, good evening. You opened the door before I could knock again. I told you I want to knock.
Yes, yes. The girl, half Dante's size, pouts, but throws herself against his waist anyway. Dante gives her back a pat, which is apparently not friendly enough as she stretches her arms upwards, wordlessly demanding a hug. Dante looks down at her.
Pick me up.
You're heavy. She's not heavy.
You're strong.
He is strong. Giving in, Dante bends down to pick Alice up. She wraps her arms around his neck too tightly, making him grimace. Is she like a sibling? Oh, Orion's human daughter? Our boss's human daughter? Oh, wait, though she's not a supernatural herself, Alice is aware of their existence and her father's identity. She doesn't understand why her parents are trying to keep her from learning about non-humans. Besides her parents, Alice's favorite person in the world is Dante. She's determined to adopt him into her family, and despite his sometimes rough behavior, she is convinced that Dante loves her as much as him. Oh, she was adopted. But she's a human. But then Orion's with the partner now? If you choke me, I'm putting you right down again. The girl ignores his scolding tone, clinging to Dante even tighter. Awkwardly stabilizing her in his arms, Dante decides to glare at the second person approaching. It's easier than glaring at a kid. Alice's father sees no reason to hurry over. He just tips his head in greeting, perfectly relaxed about letting his little girl cling to a natural. That's Orion. Damn, Orion! Okay, you still look pretty good, even though you're old. Good evening. Instinct makes Dante want to return the greeting in kind. Out of spite, he doesn't. What are you doing here? And more importantly, what is she doing here? Alice allows herself to be put down, even though there's a soft growl accompanying Dante's words. She looks mostly unimpressed.
Am I not allowed to come?
This is no place for a child, he wants to say. This corner of the city is dangerous. You know that. Besides, it's not good for a child to spend so much time with non-humans. But what comes out of Dante's mouth instead is, you are. Cursed be those big, innocent puppy eyes.
Are you mad I'm here?
It's hard for Dante to be. You don't get mad at pups. Not really. Even if they're not an actual pup. No.
So there's no problem.
Still doesn't explain why you're here. With a chuckle, Alice's father joins the conversation. I just picked her up from her friend's place. She doesn't want to go home before she says hello to everyone at the station. You being the most important. Orion's face is soft when he looks at Alice. Dante doesn't know the Orion from before Alice was born, but he knows enough about vampires to know what she is. A literal miracle. A vampire and a human shouldn't be able to have a child. A vampire and a human! So he ended up with a human. Okay. And yet here she is. That she is Orion's biological child is a carefully kept secret. What? She is Orion's biological child? That's crazy. But she's a human through and through. Even though... So, wait, are you telling me the human gene was stronger than the vampire gene? Despite all the obstacles in their way, they're a happy family. And for reasons Dante doesn't get, Alice keeps trying to pull him into it.
I really wanted to see you. You never come by, so if I don't go to you, we never meet.
Which would be preferable. I don't agree with her visiting the office either, but you know that it's impossible to stop her from doing what she wants. He had a human bounce on it. Crazy style. We don't know about that, Mako. We don't know about that. We don't know. His partner, a human. Okay. Probably, yeah. Who knows? We know biology.
Hehe.
Orion's words aren't quite the truth. He'd never let Alice near anything that could cause her harm. Because he's confident that the station is a safe place that he lets her visit for a couple of minutes.
I'm not scared at all, because everyone is nice.
Nice? You can't agree with that. Raul aside, most of Dante's coworkers are ready and happy to start a fight the moment they're challenged. As funny as Dante thinks it is to have an entire division full of questionable personalities, he wouldn't call them nice. Everyone just asks friendly around Alice because she's a little pup, himself included.
Besides, you and Dad protect me anyway, right?
Oh, I'll always protect. Oh, that's a memory that he doesn't want to remember.
Dante?
Alice reaches out to grab Dante's hand. He recoils, though his resistance melts away the moment he sees Alice's expression drop. We would. Alice's expression wavers for a moment, but she catches herself quickly.
I knew it.
Behind Alice, Orion watches them, too amused to intervene. I hate that smile. Are we leaving now, or are we going to stand around and talk forever? Orion's eyes shift away from Dante. He touches Alice's shoulder, and the girl hums in a questioning tone. Alice, would you let us speak alone for a moment?
Okay.
Lurk, thank you for the lurk, wink. Thank you. She takes a step past Dante, but stops to look up at him. Only when Dante waves his hand at her does she run onward, vanishing around the corner to explore the bedroom.
Your room is so boring. There's nothing here. One day, I'll make you decorate it. I'll get you a new lamp and curtains, and then a bookshelf.
Her voice trails off. Dante listens to the sounds for another moment, steps towards the window, then the squeak of it being opened. Knowing that she's successfully distracted and not eavesdropping, Dante and Orion turn towards each other. So, what do you want? Don't think I believe your shitty excuse. That's not why you're here. I am picking her up, and she did want to come here. I didn't lie. But I'll admit, it's good to see you in advance. There's a new case. And there's one every day. What? Are you here because you didn't think I'd be on time? Too bad. I'm awake. He's so mean to the old man. He doesn't need to be nice to him. I mean, he has a pretty rough past, and I'm pretty sure, well, I don't really know how Orion treats Dante. We shall see, right? It's a task I can only hand to you and Raul. If he's saying that, he knows that Dante won't want the case. He's trying to get all the fuss out of the way without Raul around. Just because Raul loves to rile Dante up whenever he tries to evade work. Sounds like it's going to be a massive bother. I'm not doing it. You have no other choice. I do. You just heard it. I'm not taking... We have a deal, Dante. That damn deal. It's why Dante's a police officer in the first place. There's no way he'd ever work as one otherwise. Just a couple more months, then I can finally leave. Ooh. I can still say no is crazy. I'm gonna do that. Even with the deal, I can still say no. Let's see what's really making him hate Orion. Because I wanted to see how he responds to that. But you won't. I could. You won't. Dante, I have a daughter. We can go back and forth like this for as long as you want. You'll say yes in the end anyway. Why pretend you won't? Because he doesn't like giving in immediately, and Orion knows it. which is why he appears so amused. Your answer? Fuck you, seriously. The old man is decades and decades older than him, but Dante doesn't like the way he's being patronized. Being treated like a child makes bad feelings up. Tension creeps into his shoulders. Maybe it's because of that, but Orion softens his tone. I really do need this case. Dante audibly exhales, refusing to look at Orion any longer. Instead, he turns back towards the interior of his flat. Grabbing his jacket, he calls for Alice. Alice, we're leaving.
Coming!
When the little girl rushes over, Dante stretches his hand out to her. She takes it, beaming. Don't smirk.
Not smirking.
I'll let go if you don't stop.
I'm stopping! See? I'm completely serious.
Right. Dante locks the door behind him. There's nothing inside to steal. Orion's the one paying for it, so Dante doesn't want to risk any damage. He owes the man enough for it. So he owes Orion, right? That's why he still works for him, I guess. Sun went down a while ago, leaving behind the darkness that Orion, as a vampire, really move in. Ever since Dante started working at the station, nighttime has become his new normal as well. It's an odd feeling. Station. Oh, just police. He's always been more comfortable wandering around in the dark. But having a regular job is completely different from sleeping and waking up whenever he pleases. That said, Alice is a human child, and the yawns slip out of her even if she tries to stuff them. Not wanting anyone to suggest for her to go home without visiting the station, she quickly speaks up.
Dante, are you free this weekend? Sunday?
Why?
I'm going to bake cookies with Mom, and she says if you want some, you can come over. In the afternoon, though, so Dad will be inside his room.
Dante doesn't have to look down at Alice to know that she's fidgeting. Not scared of hugging me, not scared of holding my hand, but scared to hear a rejection. I'ma give in. I'll drop by. I'm not going to promise when, though.
Really?
If I say I'll come, I will.
Thank you. You'll love the cookies. And you can eat dinner with us, too. We'll get a lot of meat for you.
If I feel like it.
Do you think you'll be there for lunch? Mom will want to know.
Depends on when I get up.
When will you get up?
Whenever I wake up.
Why do you not have an alarm clock?
He indulges her curiosity before he can think to put out that he doesn't have that he doesn't have anything. It's flat. Can't stand the ticking.
How about a digital one?
Waste of electricity. I don't need one. I can sleep whenever. Oh, almost thought that was her. You do have a job. And have I ever overslept? On purpose, yes. See? I don't need a clock to be on time when I want to be.
So you just go to sleep and wake up when you want?
Yeah.
I wish I could do that.
You can if you practice. Maybe. He's not actually sure humans can do that.
So you really have no clock at all?
I do have one in a drawer if I need it. Wrapped up in several layers of fabric to muffle that annoying ticking drives him insane.
Why did you buy it if you weren't going to use it?
I didn't. Father did. The only things Dante bought for the room were a number of pillows.
Dad, why did you buy one for Dante if he wasn't going to use it?
A long time ago, Orion still hoped that he could convert Dante to a normal lifestyle. He'd given up quickly. Well, you never know when it might be used. at this moment, the police station comes into. We're here. I'll quickly give Dante and Raul their briefing for the night, and afterwards we go home, alright?
Alright.
And as usual,
No leaving the room, no bothering anyone who looks tired, no touching anything. No talking to Raul unless he's holding his coffee and I see him take at least a sip.
Did Dante tell you to do that?
No, Raul did.
Certainly something that Raul would say. Well, I'm sure he's already had enough time to make coffee. We're a bit later than usual. Not my fault.
My fault?
Your stubby legs still need time to grow.
But you're not saying it's my fault.
They're cute. Okay, I think... Right there. No. Okay, so I feel like this is a good spot to stop at because we probably need 2 more hours to finish the demo of Dante. So the next time we play this game, we'll be finished with the demo altogether. This is a longer demo because there's 2 characters we can play as, and I really enjoy it so far. So if you guys are interested in Burn the Midnight Oil, let me go ahead and put this here for you guys. It is available on Steam for the demo if you guys want to check it out yourself, and their Kickstarter is also available if you would like to support them. So yeah, go ahead and check out this game, guys. I so far I really love the pacing of it. Is actually not bad, and I love the interactions between each other, especially when it comes to the more serious side of the game, and when there's a lot of information, it's not too overwhelming, which I do appreciate because it's a lot of conversations. There are like some thought bubbles right here and there, but it wasn't to a point where it's too much to read. So I like the timing of it, I like the pacing of it, and I like the dialogue of each character. Each character and how they bicker and things like that. I think it's pretty cool. Plus the way they like flirt with each other is kind of cute too. So I do appreciate it. So far with the new characters that I've come upon, I really do like each and every one of them so far. They're really interesting. Like their demeanor, the way they hold themselves, the way they speak. It's very diverse. So I really love that part of the game. All right, guys. Let me take you guys over here. And then we're going to figure out who we want to raid. Let's see who's free right now. Let's see. Let's see. Yes, Ulu? Yes. You good? Nothing. Just wanted to say your name. Thank you for calling me Guga. Quite nice. Quite nice, actually. You know where I'm gonna take you guys to? I'm going to take you guys to another VTuber who is crazy about anime games and will fangirl on hot 2D men KO is playing Love in Deep Space, and she is a hilarious person. I really like to watch her streams. She's so funny, and she's a savior girly ass. So I think you guys would. And we had her raid. Really was honor, pleasure to have her raid us. So let's check her out. Let's give her some support, and I'm sure you guys will enjoy. So let's get this raid message. Okay. We'll just do Choco Scooter raid, and as per usual, this one for the non-raiders. Hello, non-subs, non-raiders. Wow, what does that even mean? Normal viewers. OMG, you're a spider? Nah, I'm a tarantula. There's a difference. I'm a tarantula. So, for the ones that are subbed, I got something special for y'all, and you already know how special it is. Okay, we got that. And that. Straight into. Thank you for the hydrate, GD. And the stretch. Appreciate it. Alright, let's get started. Get the raid started. Thank you guys once again for coming by, saying hi, and just having a great conversation with me. It's great seeing you guys. I hope you guys will have a wonderful rest of your weekend. And after Friday, it's the weekend, so you guys can do it. I believe in y'all. Do it. Have a very safe and wonderful Friday and weekend. I probably wouldn't be seeing you guys tomorrow. Unfortunately, I have something planned tomorrow, so I won't be able to see you guys. I won't be streaming tomorrow. Don't worry. But yeah, I'll probably see you guys next week. I have something planned next week. But thank you again for joining me for today's stream. I hope y'all had an amazing time with me. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye.